Hello and welcome. We are back for some more of the Foreverlocke challenge here with the start of a brand new playthrough number 27 in a row. Holy cow, we've played so many Pokemon games. Hey there, Yumi. Hey there, Laura. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. But yes, we are back for some more for more adventures in the Sinnoh region. Weirdly playing Pokemon Diamond for the first time since Brilliant Diamond came out, which feels particularly weird. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well today. I'm excited for this. Oh geez, I let it play too long. Oopsie. um, no, I hope that everyone is having a good day. I've been looking forward to this, to sitting down and playing through this because it's gonna be really interesting. This is gonna be really interesting for to play the original Diamond and Pearl after having played the remake. So, Yumi says, before I forget, can I suggest something for when you make starter Pearl? Of course, Yumi. Yeah, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Okay, yeah, so we of course have our preset save file, which, nothing has happened except we missed the little blurb on TV. No biggie at all. But yeah, ooh, X button. Yes, beautiful. Thank you, sign. Glad I have that framed in my room so I can always remember. Lids, Barry came calling for you. By the way, I didn't do the rival poll again. I just haven't really like there's not like a very easy way to like actually set that up. So I don't know if you guys have any suggestions as far as like how to do a rival poll, like to like a fan vote for what we name the rival. Let me know. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions because I was gonna say I'm not a huge fan of the way I was doing it before. So in the meantime, we're just gonna use default names. Barry came calling for you a little while ago. I don't know what it was about, but he said it was an emergency. Cool, thanks, Mommy. Thanks, Mommy dearest. Oh, yes, Lids. Don't go into tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. It'd be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't, so... let's see. Yumi says, so when you make those posts, I'd appreciate if in that post you also include information on which of those starters and evolutions are already in the Hall of Fame and how many times you used each of the starters. Okay, cool. So I actually do the first half of that, Yumi. The awkward part is just that we haven't gotten a whole lot of starters into the Hall of Fame. Um, whenever there has been, like in the Gen 1 games, I have mentioned which of the forms that we have. Gen 2 as well. I've done it where I'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, I have, like just off the top of my head, I know we have Squirtle, we have Wartortle, we have Meganium, for alligator. Been applicable, I have actually put which ones we've used, or rather which ones we currently have like either in the Hall of Fame or like currently like um in the bank somewhere. If you don't see anything, it means that we don't have any of them into the Hall of Fame, and that's the case for the majority of the starters, unfortunately, because they keep dying on us. Not a single Sinnoh starter is in the Hall of Fame. We do not currently have a single Sinnoh starter. They've all died. So that's pretty awkward and kind of embarrassing. But yeah, so I have been doing that first part. The second part, though, I have not done. But I can go ahead and start doing that since you're requesting it, is how many times I've used each of them. I haven't really been keeping track of that, but I can definitely go and double check the obituary and figure out, how many I've used, how much of each I've used, and I'll start listing that in the starter poll whenever I do that, just for you, Yumi. So yeah, cool. Cool. Good idea. Very good idea. Definitely. Anyways, let's oh god. That Gen 4 charm. That Gen 4 charm of being incredibly slow. Holy cow. Hey there, Star Champ. Welcome. Yeah, of course, Yumi, of course. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I never thought of it. Yes, Thud. the beautiful stretch text of Gen 4, which they did, I will say, faithfully translate that Thud from this game to the remake, so can confirm. It's kind of wild because I played all the way through Brilliant Diamond. I'm most of the way through Shining Pearl. It's kind of wild, like it really is like a basically perfect remake, like, but like in a not the necessary not that's not necessarily a compliment, you know what I mean? Like it's literally just Diamond and Pearl. It's kind of crazy. This feels like exactly the same game, just like I don't know, a little like less shiny, I guess. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But yeah, fun stuff, fun stuff. Just I did mention this in the announcement today, but I'll mention it again. I have gone ahead and finally added the channel point system back to my Twitch page, so that's exciting. You guys should be accumulating channel points now, or Foreverlocke tokens, if you will, which you can use to redeem things. I was only able to come up with a couple of ideas for what I could actually do with them. Like I said in the announcement today on the Discord, if you guys have any suggestions for what I could do with the channel points, with the Foreverlocke tokens, I would greatly appreciate any amount of feedback. So yeah, uh, just let me know. Just let me know. I hope that you guys enjoy that system. If I need to make any adjustments, I will. Just let me know. Feedback is always appreciated. Always appreciated. I'm not. That one crossed my mind, Laura. Release a Pokemon. It really did, but it like occurred to me that that could get like horribly, horribly abused. Not a chance. Not a chance. What was that about, those two? Oh, sorry, I haven't been reading any of the dialogue, have I? Wow, we're off to a weird start here. Huh? Let's go check this out. Okay, let's do it. What's that? Don't go to the tall grass? No problem, no problem. We won't be in there long enough for a wild Pokemon to come out. Sound logic. Sound logic, Barry. It's a briefcase. Those people forgot it here. What are we supposed to do with it? We could try to deliver it, but who are they? I heard them say Professor. Yeah, for an insane amount of points. Yeah, you have to have like 1,000,000 points. I don't even know. Will it even let you go that high? I didn't even check like what the cap was. That would be really funny, actually. Like, yeah, if someone did enough. Request a Battle's pretty good, Star Champ. Not a terrible one. Not a terrible one. Though I'd probably make that one pretty stinking expensive. But yeah, no, these are good ideas. I just so I don't forget. If you guys have any good good Foreverlocke token expenditures ideas, post them in the feedback and requests channel on the Discord. Because as long as they're there, I'll be able to like go back there and like actually remember to like be like, oh, okay, cool, I can maybe implement this. I'm not necessarily saying I will implement every single one of them, but I will try and implement as many as I can that like would make sense for like the context of my channel. So, but yeah, definitely appreciate the feedback there. Okay, it's time. It is officially time. Gonna go ahead and close down the starter poll, and we do in fact have a winner in the starter poll. How exciting! Although it was a pretty diverse little race on this one, I gotta say. The starter poll was all over the place. There was support for every. First off, there was support for all three of them, which doesn't usually happen. It's usually between two, if it's between two at all. Yeah. But it looks like the winner by a single vote for this starter poll is going to be Piplup. Wahoo! Little baby penguin. So yeah, we're gonna go with Piplup. So congratulations to all those who voted Pengy. Yes, baby Pengy. Alright, we have a little baby boy penguin. Let's see, what do we want this to be? Do we want this to be Empoleon? I don't think we've actually gone for Empoleon before. We have used Piplup before, for certain. But I feel like we only did it the one time, and we made it just the Piplup. But I think I'll go Empoleon on this one. So, yeah. Laura says you have to name him Pingu if it stays a Piplup. Oh, actually, you know what though, Laura? Our good friend Pingu the Prince, who's probably not here right now. I think he said he's got school. I did promise him that we would name a penguin Pingu. That's a good point. That's a good point. So yeah, I mean, I hope that he's able to show up. Maybe someone should add him on the Discord. Because yeah, I'm sure he'd greatly appreciate it, frankly. Napoleon for Empoleon. Yeah, not too shabby, not too shabby. I like that emote, Yumi. That's cool. Is that the Pokken Tournament Empoleon? Pretty sure it is. Oh man, how am I gonna explain? Or wait, this is Lucas. I don't. For whatever reason, I've always given him a British accent for like no reason. Oh man, how am I going to explain this to the professor? This briefcase is the professor's, so I'll take it, okay? Ah, it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Did you guys like Pokken? Has anyone played Pokken in the chat here? What are you guys' thoughts on that game? Actually, I'm really curious. I weirdly have it twice. I have the Wii U original, and then I also have the Switch version. So yeah, I'm just curious. I've never played more than like 5 minutes of it back on Wii U. I've never even touched the Switch version. Hilarious. You know what's actually funny? I got the Switch version in a really really weird way. Yumi says tournament fighters aren't for me. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's the thing, because it is very like traditional fighting game for me, like almost a little too traditional fighting game for me. So that's kind of what my struggle with it as well. But so fun story actually about Pokken Tournament DX though for the Switch. A friend of mine gave it to me and told me this fascinating story about how he got it. Essentially, what happened was he went to a thrift store and bought a pillowcase. He bought a Pokemon pillowcase from a thrift store, from a secondhand store. Um, he bought a Pokemon pillowcase, and then when he went to wash it, he like just sort of like was like unfolding it or whatever, and a little cartridge just fell out of it, and there was just a little fucking Pokemon Tournament DX inside of this like $2 pillowcase that he bought from a secondhand store, and he didn't have a Switch, so he was like, "Hey, do you want this?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll take it." So I took it, and then later I happened to be in my local GameStop, and they were like, or I was telling the guy at the counter about it, and he was like, "Oh well, I mean, if you got the cartridge, I can give you an extra box so you can have a box for it, because they just have the boxes that they don't necessarily need." Because they usually, especially like, because at the time the game was new, so like all the copies of Pokemon Tournament already were like all saran wrapped up and all that stuff. So he's just like, here, you can have this. You can have this like display box that we put on the wall. And yeah, he just gave it to me, and so then I was like, okay, cool. Now I have a new game and also a box for it, and I didn't have to pay any money, and I didn't even know it was gonna happen. It's kind of wild. StarChamp says it was alright. I think it's a good fighting game, but I have a hard time tracking fighting too fast. Yeah. That's a fair assessment, StarChamp. Yeah, no, it was a nice little it was a good day. Like, I mean, again, it's not it. I knew like that it was. I was never gonna buy Pokemon Tournament DX because like I didn't really care all that much for the Wii. Not that it was bad, just I didn't really. It didn't click for me on the Wii U, so I was like, I'll probably just skip it. But I'm not gonna turn it down for free and like also be able to add it to my collection, basically like no strings attached. You know what I mean? So it works out. Hey there, Casper. Casper says, "Wow, BDSP looks better than I thought." I know. It looks so good. It's funny because I'm playing Pokemon Diamond on Twitch right now, and it's literally the exact same content as all the other Diamond and Pearl, all the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl streamers right now. It's the same content. It's just older. Oh, it's funny. But yeah, welcome, Casper. How's everybody doing today, by the way? I don't think I actually asked that this morning. I hope everyone is having a lovely, what is it, Tuesday? Tuesday. How is everybody's Tuesday going? Please tell me. Oh, hello, Professor Rowan.
Hmm. Finally, you've come. Lids, was it? Let me see your Pokemon again. I see. This Pokemon seems to be rather happy. Alrighty then. I'll give you that Piplup as a gift. Now that it's yours, would you like to give it a nickname?
Absolutely, absolutely, I will. Yumi says haven't been sleeping well. Oh, I'm sorry, Yumi. I'm so sorry. I haven't been sleeping well the last couple nights either, if I'm being honest. So I totally feel you on that. Laura says doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit sleepy because I also didn't get a whole lot of great sleep last night. I played Minecraft for like freaking 12 hours yesterday. I was playing that game for too stupidly long yesterday. And then like when I went to bed, I couldn't stop thinking about freaking Minecraft. So I was like, oh no. I was like, like when you get, I don't know how often any of you guys have played that game, but like when you play that game a lot, like your brain just like starts thinking in Minecraft logic, so you're just like I don't know how if that's like makes any sense at all, but like basically you can't stop thinking about freaking blocks. It's crazy. Oh geez, I'm falling behind on chat. Star Team says, not the same content. You're not gonna be 10 levels higher. Yeah. Casper says, same content, but Barry moves faster in these games. That's true. Star Champ says, all right, not too bad. Very good, very good. Glad you're doing well, Star Champ. Casper says, not sleeping great as well. Ooh, everyone, we just all need to go and take a bunch of melatonin and just pass out in like a big like pile of people. Yumi says BDSP doesn't have pursuit though. It's true, or return, or frustration, which is actually really awkward because it makes Lopunny really hard to use. Like that's the main way that I always take advantage of Lopunny is like using frustration early and then giving it return when it starts liking me. So yeah, I will say my Lopunny has felt particularly less useful in my Shining Pearl playthrough. Yumi says I played a little earlier. Finally got a feather falling librarian. Ooh, nice, very nice. Um, okay, I gotta nickname this thing. Okay, yeah, we're gonna name it Pingu. I'll if nothing else, I'll try and remember to at Pingu on Discord. I'm sure he'll be pleased. He's been wanting me to name something Pingu for a while, so there you go. Future Pingu, if you're watching the VOD, there you go, buddy. And I'll make this. Let's make it the Prinplup. I think I'm gonna make it the Prinplup, the middle form. I think that's what I want to do. I didn't really plan this playthrough out as well as I do some of the other ones, so maybe that's a mistake, but we'll deal with it when we come to it. So yeah, Prinplup. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, Tetris. Is that like actually what it's called? Star Champ? Fascinating. Laura says, wait, Lopunny can't even learn return. Yeah, no, return and frustration just aren't in the game, Laura. They're just not in BDSP. Yumi says, I have sleeping pills. They help me fall asleep, but they don't help me sleep well. My sleep quality is awful. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a thing. Definitely a thing to keep in mind. It's true. There is a difference between sleeping and sleeping well. Absolutely. Laura says, because there's Prin and Prinplup. Yeah, I think that's where the Prin comes from, right? Right, Laura? Is Prince? It actually makes the most sense because our good friend Pingu is Pingu the Prince, and it's a Prince penguin. So yeah, it makes perfect sense. I will record all that data for you, Rowan. I absolutely will. Absolutely will.
The Pokédex is a very high-tech device. It will automatically record data on every kind of Pokémon you encounter. Lids, I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokémon in this region.
I got the same kind of Pokédex as you.
When you walked up Route 201 with your Pokémon, what did you feel? I've lived for 60 long years. Even now I get a thrill when I'm with a Pokémon. Now you should know that there are countless Pokémon in this world. That means that there are just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go. Lid, your grand adventure begins now.
Yay! The professor asked me to help, so I'm going to go out and fill the Pokédex pages too. That makes us comrades working towards the same goal. I'll teach you stuff later, okay? You got it, Lucas. See you and your stupid hat later. Sargent says, yeah, like when you try and make stacks with everything and see them as blocks because you played a lot of Tetris. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, it's a similar vibe. Well, basically just like when I'm playing Minecraft for like a really long time, I get into like a groove of like, okay, I got to do this. I got to accomplish XYZ with XYZ resources. And so so like whenever I stop playing after a really long session like that, I'll get to this like mindset where I'm still planning ahead even though I'm not playing anymore. So like when I went to bed, I was just like laying there. I'm just like, okay, these are all the things that I still want to do in Minecraft even though I'm not playing. But like it was like kind of nagging at me because I was just like, oh, I want to do this, but I also want to do this and this and this. And then I just like I was like I mean, I'm trying to sleep right now, so like I shouldn't even be thinking about this, but it's like bothering me that I'm not accomplishing goals quicker. It's just like, oh god, that's how you know you've been playing it too much for sure. Okay, real quick before we do anything else, I almost forgot. Um, we got Pokemon in the box that we can go and add to our team, and also I need to add our lovely little baby Piplup to the team. So Piplup into slot 1. There we go. Aw, look at him. I forgot to use the platinum artwork. That's cute. Very cute. He says, imagine accomplishing things in Minecraft. I swear I get nothing done even in hours. Aw. I mean, you've accomplished quite a bit in Minecraft when I've been playing with it. When I've been playing with you, Yumi. That's for certain. Um. Okay, so yeah, let me. Oh god, I clicked out of the window. Here we go. Let's figure out who we're adding. I remember it's been admittedly a couple days since I looked, but I remember we didn't have a whole lot of early game stuff this go around. We do have items that we gotta grab. Let me grab those real quick. Actually, we'll use some speed up and put those all in the bag. But yeah, we have only I think two. I think it's just these two actually that we'll be adding. But we'll get there when we get there. Let me grab all these items real quick just so we have them on deck for figuring out who's gonna hold what in the end. Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that we didn't have more than just the full box in Gen 4, but yeah, no, like this is apparently all we have. We're actually running a little bit low. Hilariously, I think we actually have more in Gen 3 now, which is kind of funny because I was all complaining about not having enough Pokemon in Gen 3, but now we've got more than we have in Gen 4. Kind of wild. Oh geez, now I've got everyone in the chat talking about Minecraft. It's great. Oh no, not give. Okay, cool. We have a lot of good items here in Gen 4, which is really cool. Also, we have two mythical Pokemon just chilling here, waiting in the wings for when the time comes. The one that's going to be really wild is the freaking Arceus here, because Arceus is it's only ever been distributed at level 100. So when we actually go to use the Arceus, it's gonna we're gonna have to get the rest of the squad grinded all the way up to level 100. So that'll be fun when that comes up. When that comes up, it's probably gonna be a little while, but one day, maybe that'll be like maybe when we only have like Arceus and then like a bunch of like bugs or something, like weak like Caterpies or I mean we already have Caterpie, but you know what I mean, like the Pokemon that will be like impossible to actually use like by themselves. Maybe we get like 5 of those knocked out at once and then also just run Arceus and get them all up to 100. That'd be a funny way to accomplish that goal, I gotta say. Very funny way. Okay, but yeah, so we got all the items, wonderful. Yes, so the level of the next upcoming gym leader, of course, is our current level cap for adding team members. So the only Pokemon that we have under those levels are these two, which we have Burger, Burger the Wooper, and we have Heidi, who is a Yanmega. So there we go. Those are the only Pokemon that we have available to us right now, and we have to add them. So we are immediately adding Wooper and Yanma, or temporary Yanma. It will eventually be a Yanmega in theory. Yeah, Buggy and Whopper. It's true. It's true. Here, I'll add the Yanma first. There we go, and then we'll add the Wooper. Yay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so yeah, there we go. Yeah, they're actually pretty nice levels, all things considered. Level 10 and 12, so very cool, very cool. But yeah, let's go talk to our mother about this new development. It's honestly kind of surreal, like playing the original version after having because I played Brilliant Diamond like almost immediately when I got it, and then like basically like blasted all the way through it. But then I've been playing like Shining Pearl like kind of sporadically. Like I'm gonna play a little bit of Shining Pearl today, and then I'll play it a little bit further. I'm almost to Byron, and yeah, it's just it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird like being so refreshed on it while also having it feel so foreign, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff. I'll be alright by myself, so you go and enjoy your adventure. When you're exposed to new things and experience new sensations, it makes your mother happy too. But come back sometimes. I would like to see what kinds of Pokemon you've caught, dear. Hey, it's Barry's mom. Excuse me, is my little Barry here? Oh, no, he's not. Oh, he must have left already. What to do? That boy shouted about going on an adventure, then he bolted. He's so headstrong and reckless. I at least wanted him to take this. Not to worry, Lids will deliver that to him. Won't you, Lids? Well, speak for me, why don't you, Mother? Oh, really? You do that for me? Lids, please take this to Barry for me. Well, at least we get a map out of it eventually. Bye-bye, Lids. Enjoy your adventure. Let me think. Knowing my boy, he'd probably head straight for True Life City. Okay, please take that to my Barry. Okay, and we're off. See, there'd be a a critical plot detail that changes in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl right here, right at this exact spot. In Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, you do everything before this point without a hat. And then at this particular junction, you step outside the house and your mom says, "Don't forget your hat." And she gives you the hat. And then it's the same. I am sorry if I've spoiled that for you. Oh, Wooper. Yeah, it's a little baby Wooper. It's like a baby Quagsire, Casper. It's exciting. Hello, Starly. We don't have Pokeballs yet, so you are a non-factor. Yumi says it'll be like all fire, electric, and steel Pokemon and only a single grass Pokemon. Crazy, crazy. About making the Delta species Pokemon cards. What for some reason I feel like someone has done that, Yumi. I could be crazy. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere on the internet though. But either way, it's a fun premise. It's a fun premise and also a pretty easy ROM hack to do as well. Um, with there's a lot of really good like if you want to get into like Gen 3 ROM hacking, it's really easy and super accessible. Yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Laura says I didn't even notice the hat missing when I first played. Yeah, nice. I thought yeah, I remember thinking it was kind of weird. It was just kind of weird that they did it that way. It like I don't know, like I guess just to like kind of give your mother like more like oh, it's like she's your mom, she cares about you, blah blah blah. I don't know. I didn't really get it. Dr. Kirby says BDSP finally proves Dawn and Lucas have hair on their head tops, not just the sides. They really listened to the hot questions fans had for years. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was. Dr. Kirby, also welcome. Yumi says not sure how easy it'll be if you want to make a whole. I mean, it's hard. It'd be hard work, but like, it would like it. When I say it's easy, I mean it's like there's lots of like tools for it. Like it's you don't have there's not like a really steep learning curve. Like the other like doing a Gen 5 ROM hack is much more challenging than Gen 3 because there's not as much research done into it. With Gen 3, at least, like there's tools and resources available. That's what I meant by easy, not like actually easy to do. It would be time consuming, that's for certain. That is for certain. Here, Lids, I'll give you 5 Pokeballs to get you started. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. So yeah, it's been a little while since I actually looked at the list for like the Sinnoh portion of the Foreverlocke checklist. But yeah, let me see. Let me see if there's anything immediately available to us. We do need a Starly, apparently. We are short a Starly, so that's probably going to wind up being a thing. As far as other early game stuff, we're missing Luxray and Shinx. I kind of want to, as cliche as it is for a frickin' Sinnoh run, I would not be opposed to a Luxray on this team. I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't. But yeah, we should go and get a Starly though. We should go get a Starly, and we can basically guarantee one on this other route here. If we go and get it now, because we have the full Bidoof line, and I think it's considered daytime right now, so we shouldn't be able to run into Kricketot either. I don't think well, do we have? We have the full Bidoofs line, so we don't need to worry about you. Do we have Kricketot and Cricketune? I feel like we do. I feel like we do. Hold on. Yeah. We have a Cricketune. We have a Cricketune, and we have a Kricketot in the Hall of Fame. So yeah, we're good there. Casper says the hat scene is infinitely funnier when more than half of the outfits in BDSP removed said hat, at least for the female character. Yeah, no, it's true. It is true, Casper. It's really amusing. Okay, let's see what we got here. Bidoof. No Bidoof. Want Starly. There we go. There's a little baby Starly. But yeah, let's see here. So we have two. Just so we're clear on what we've got going on. We're doing Prinplup, and we have Wooper. So that's two unevolved Pokemon. So this will actually be our last unevolved Pokemon. The rest of our Pokemon can be fully evolved. That's pretty cool. Um, let's see. Dapper Kirby says the hat scene is also funnier when you realize Mom still let Dawn go outside without pants. It's true. I think it's funnier in Platinum though, where like it's wears a coat because it's cold, but also no pants. I think it's really amusing that Platinum Dawn doesn't wear pants. Okay, let me pound. Let me pound. Um, yeah, fun stuff. Okay, throw a Pokeball at this. Ooh, don't throw the Master Ball. Throw just the Pokeball. Also, yeah, I gotta look at my items and see what we got going on. Yumi says pants are awful. I do the same. I mean, I feel that. I agree to an extent, but I just think it's funny that the logic of like, oh, the Diamond and Pearl outfits don't look appropriate for a snowy, wintry region like Sinnoh. So they were like, okay, well, let's give them coats. So they give them coats, but then just they just don't give Dawn pants. It's just I don't know. It just amuses me to no end that it's just like, oh, I don't want them to be cold, so have a coat, but also no pants still, or not even shorts, just something. She's got to be freezing, poor girl. Okay, cool. We got ourselves a Starly. We got ourselves a Starly, and this will be just a baby Starly. So we've had a tradition of naming. Oh man, we have three dead Starlies. That feels so bad. We have a tradition of naming Starlies after shops that are only in the mall, and I guess in American malls, just for our non-American viewers. So yeah, we had one named Zoomies, J.C. Penney, Nordstrom. I believe we had Hot Topic the Star After. I think now we have FYE the Star Raptor, and it's like Spencer's the Staravia, I think. So yeah, we got to come up with another good mall name. Another good mall name for this little baby Starly. Dawn is just built different, says Casper. It's true. It's true. Yeah, she just. I mean, there's really no better outfit for walking through the mud, the waist high mud of Sinnoh, than no pants. Dapper says Dawn can just withstand the sheer cold of Sinnoh. Dawn is better than Wailord. Ugh, why you gotta go there, Dapper Kirby? Why you gotta go there? Too soon, okay? It's too soon. She's just part of the thinly clothed girls. She's tough. It's just a really warm skirt. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I guess you could argue that Platinum Dawn has a skirt, but it looks like just a big coat to me. I've always thought it just looks like a big coat, so I just think it's the idea is that she's wearing like just a really like long coat and absolutely no pants. Oh, Julius? Mall, like a shop name, Laura. Like so, like we have like a store called Hot Topic in the mall. It's always in malls, so we named it after that. Five Below. No. Let's see. What speaks to me? What speaks to me? What's in the mall? What's in a mall? Um, like PacSun, I think is one of them. There's like um, what's that jewelry store? Starts with a Z. You guys have to know. You guys have to know. There's a jewelry store that starts with a Z and it's like not coming to me right now. Ooh, Claire's is a good one, actually. Claire's is a really good one, Laura. Those are like always in the malls. Barnes and Noble. I don't usually see those in the mall. At least like the ones I've been to have all been separate buildings. Although they are often near the mall. There's K. I suppose there is K. I could call it K. Zales. That's the one, Casper. That's the one. Okay, yeah. No, I'm gonna call it Zales. That was indeed the one that I was thinking of. But yeah, thank you all for the suggestions though. Very helpful, very helpful. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Zales. Zales the Starly. So yeah, and that will auto add to the team. So just ba-boom, there we go. We have a Starly on the team again. Hopefully this one actually makes it. But yeah, so I don't think there's anything we can get at the lakefront at this point. So we can just keep it going. Yeah, I mean we'll keep all these mall names in the back pocket for future potential Starlies. But yeah, pretty good stuff. Starter says, I thought about saving this, but it's kind of a mean-spirited question. Who is the dumbest Pokemon? Like the one with the lowest intellect? Probably Psyduck, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's definitely not Slowpoke. Against all odds, it is not Slowpoke. Because Slowpoke's entire gimmick is that it's literally so smart that it's dumb. So it actually has a really high intellect. It's just, you know, it's so smart that its brain just like melts basically. Okay, yep, we now officially have the full Starly line, I think. Let me double check the other members of the Starly line. But I'm pretty sure we now have the full set. Yep, we have Spencer's and FYE. So what that means is that we can keep searching and hopefully get ourselves. Oh, can't escape. Feels bad. This is a fast Starly, I guess. Hopefully we can get ourselves a Shinx so that we can get a Luxray on the squad. That'll be pretty cool. I guess we should be getting Pingu here some EXP. Casper says Psyduck has sensory overload. I mean, I suppose that could be true. Sarchet says I was thinking either a Buggo or Swinub or Dunsparce. I don't know. I feel like there is Pokemon that is like actually dumb, right? Like that's in its lore, it's dumb, but I can't really think of what it would be, frankly. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Burger has good moves. I'm gonna switch to Burger real quick. Laura says don't forget to change the text. Ooh, good idea, Laura. Thank you. Thank you. I will do that. I will do that. It is a little bit on the slow side, isn't it? Okay, Burger, get him. Why did we name our Wooper? Oh, because it's a Whopper. Got it. I was trying to think of why we named the Wooper Burger, but that would be why. Oh yeah, Dapper Kirby. That's a good point. Magikarp or Feebas probably are like one of the dumber ones, like canonically. Also, it's driving me batty that I keep trying to press start to open the menu and it's not working. I'm like, dang it, it's X. I keep forgetting. I always forget. Yeah, let me heal up real fast. Still haven't found that Shinx, so yeah, give me just a sec here. Also, let me switch that around real fast, just so I don't get thrown off there. I should buy some more Pokeballs too. Yeah. Sorry if I'm a little bit on the spacey side today. Like I said, I did not get the greatest sleep last night because I was thinking about Minecraft all night again. But yeah, so mind me if I'm a little bit like scatterbrained today. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. Okay, got some Pokeballs. Gonna keep it scooting. Okay, come on, Shinx. Let's see ya. Let's see. What do? Yeah, no, honestly, probably the best bet too. I forgot to do the items again. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, there's a Shanks. That'll work. That'll work. We will go ahead and add that to the squad if we can. should look at our stats too. There's a lot of stuff that we should do. Gosh, I feel like I'm like woefully unprepared for a new playthrough today. I'm just like, okay, here we go. Just kind of winging it. But yeah, no, we alright. We alright. Starter says Slowpoke is slow, but they still do human-y stuff, which is why I'm leaning towards fish or bugs. They're more animal-y in nature. I mean, but all of them have, like, at least by anime standards, they all have, like, a certain amount of cognizance, so I don't think any of the Pokemon are technically, like, dumb. None of them are like animals in the sense, like, that, you know, they lack a certain degree of sentience, because, like, all of them have, like, at least moderate intelligence, they just can't talk. At least if the anime has taught me anything. Hey, there we go. We got the Shinx. Wonderful. Did we have a naming theme? Oh, we did have a naming theme for the Shinx family, didn't we? It's been so long since we did Sinnoh. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we were naming them after handhelds. We were naming them after handheld consoles because originally it was Atari. We had Atari the Luxio, which is in the Hall of Fame from back in Pearl version. Yeah, we had Atari the Luxio, so we were naming them like the precursor to, like, you know, a handheld console. So we had Coleco the Shinx. Didn't we have a Luxray as well at one point? Yeah, that's right, Neo Geo. That's what it was. Well, I feel like we're kind of out of it. Could call it SNK. Didn't they have a console? Could just call it Game Boy too. That's not a terrible option, frankly. Yeah. Anybody have any ideas for that naming theme? It doesn't necessarily have to be that naming theme either. If anybody has anything else that we want to call this Luxray, let me know. Dreamcast. Ooh, that's cool. Dreamcast is cool. Game Gear. That's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, I could call it Sega. That'd be kind of cool. I think I actually like that. I'm gonna go with Sega. I think that's fun. Sega. There we go. Oh yeah, PSP, also another good one. We'll keep yeah, this is another one. We'll keep all these in the back pocket for, you know, if anything goes wrong with this one. But yeah, there we go. So we got ourselves a Starly. I forgot to write down earlier, and now we have ourselves a Luxray. That's exciting. That's very exciting. But yeah, let me go ahead and add. Ooh, I almost wrote Luxray. Nope, not a Luxray yet. It's a Shinx for now. And there we go. We have a nice little squad going on here. Let's keep it moving, I guess. Oh, and real quick, text speed. Text speed, I remembered. There we go. Beautiful. Items. See what we got. That didn't really look very hard. Starchamp says Vita's actually a good name for me to keep in mind. Vita is really good, Starchamp. I would definitely use that. Psst, 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 psst. I see what you did there, Casper. Very clever, very clever. It's kitty noises. Okay, so yeah, amulet coin, spell tag, poison barb, some good stuff here. Definitely some good stuff. Ooh, splash plate for. I could give it to Pingu or Burger. I think I'll give it to Burger because Burger already has Surf, so it'll hit real dang hard. We'll give Pingu the Razor Claw. We have an experience share. That's nice. Silver power does. Hold on. What does Heidi have? Does Heidi have any moves? Oh, it has U-turn. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can give it the silver powder then to boost up that U-turn. No, not Pingu. Heidi. Heidi, you take the silver powder. Beautiful. And then what else do we have? We have Shinx and Starly. Do we have anything else? I give the Shell Bell to him. Give that to Sega, I guess. And I don't think there's anything else crazy or anything, so I guess we'll just give you the amulet coin. I could give you the experience share, but I feel like we'll probably actually just spend a little bit of time grinding. I'm gonna try and be a little less not grindy, I guess, in the future. I feel like I really learned a lesson from yeah. Oh, kitty in the chat. I feel like I learned a lesson from that Pokemon Ruby playthrough. I felt so bad about that, by the way, afterwards. Where it was like, I had the realization that I like completely screwed that playthrough just because I wasn't thinking straight. um, I had just gotten the frickin' my COVID booster, so I was all like daisy. I was all like not thinking at all, and I was like, oh, we could probably handle the whole Elite Four at level 40. Meanwhile, like they're pushing like mid 50 into 60, and it's just like, what are you doing, Lydia? What are you doing? So yeah, no, I felt really bad about that afterwards. I was like, I should just grind more often in general. I should just grind more often in general. Um, yeah, no, I was being a goof, and yeah, I going forward, I'm probably gonna spend a little bit more time grinding on stream than I have in the past. 'Cause a lot of times I'll be like, I don't want to grind because that's boring, but like I don't know, like we could chat, I guess. We could chat. We can do stuff. You guys. I mean that's I mean I added the Foreverlocke tokens back so that you guys could like maybe try and engage, and like maybe we just keep like big long conversations going for longer. Like that would be nice. That would be nice. So, yeah. Don't be surprised if we start doing a little bit more grinding, more often than we have in the past. Laura says level caps also help you to not be under level. It's true. It's true. Yeah. No, I should. There's really not a time where I should be under leveled. Frankly, it's just silly. I have ample. That's the thing is I had ample opportunity in Ruby to sit there and grind. I could have done that. I could have grinded, and then we probably would have very easily won. If we almost won, which we did, if we hadn't lost the Whale Lord to sheer cold, we probably would have won that. Um, but yeah, if we grinded, it would have been like a deadlock. Like we would have very easily won that. So it's like I should just do that more often. But yeah, let's see here. We need to get some XP, so we will put Zales out front. Start getting people all consistent level wise. That'll be good. Humi says I had a friend over at the time we saw you challenge League and thought it was a terrible idea. Granted, you got a lot further than we thought you would. I mean, I think I got a little bit further than I thought I would as well, Yumi. But yeah, no, you guys should have talked me out of it. No. I'm not even gonna say that. I take full responsibility for it, frankly. I screwed up. I screwed up. That's for certain. Yeah, if we leveled up, it would have been less. Yeah, no, like I said, if that sheer cold hadn't landed, I actually think we would have been fine. Whale Lord would have absolutely swept through Drake and Steven for the most part, because I had Ice Beam on the Whale Lord. So yeah, Whale Lord would have absolutely destroyed Drake. Like I probably would have one-shot everything except for maybe Shelgon. So yeah, but that felt bad. But yeah, I've learned my lesson. That's for certain. That is for certain. Oh, you were looking at Pokemon cards while you were or you were too busy looking at Pokemon cards to chat. That's funny. That's fun though that you guys were looking at Pokemon cards while you were watching. Very nice. Laura says sheer cold wouldn't have happened if you were just one level above it. Oof, feels bad. But yeah, speaking of grinding, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of that actually. I'm gonna do a little bit of that real fast before we continue through this route. I think it's a good idea just to try and at least get them at least try and get the what's it called, the everyone like up to a decent level standard where I can use them in battle. Oh hey there, Espinator, how's it going? Am I gonna stream the remakes at all? Yes, eventually. I'm waiting for them to get added to Pokemon Home, so that I can actually use Pokemon from other playthroughs in BDSP. So as soon as they are used, as soon as Pokemon Home works with them, I will formally add them to the Foreverlocke. But I do have them slated. As soon as they're in Home, I will be ready to actually implement them. It'll be great. But yeah, hold on, sorry. What was I doing? Oh, that's right, grinding banner. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Grinding banner, and we'll use a little bit of speed up. Ooh, gotta turn that down in my head. It's a little bit loud in my headset. Okay, so yeah, you shouldn't have any electric moves yet, right? Also, you do a lot of damage though. Hold on. None of your shenanigans. Yumi says I finally got my cards from my dad, so it was my first time looking through them in a while. That's awesome, Yumi. That's very, very cool. Yeah, you did send me that Audino card in Discord, and I thought it was super, super cute. I love Audino. I want to get all the Audino cards. I only have one. Can you believe it? I actually only have the one Audino card. I have the Audino EX. Um, but that's the only Audino card I have. I need to get more. I need to get all of them. I would love to have like an entire like card page or like a couple card pages filled with like all of the Audino cards that have ever been printed. That'd be super, super cool. One day. One day I'll make it happen. Okay. Give him the pound. Beautiful. Zales hits level 3. Yeah, probably gonna be running back and forth between the Pokemon Center just a little bit while we're getting leveled up here. Okay, let me switch. Pingu. There we go. Beautiful. Let's see. What level do I want to actually get to before we continue? I guess just get everyone up to level 6 together. That would be fine. Everyone who's under level 6, we'll get them all up to level 6. I think that sounds reasonable. Sargent says if I had any, I'd send them to you. Oh, that's very sweet, Sargent. I appreciate that. But no, I'll get them eventually. I'm definitely the type of person who loves to go out of my way to collect certain things like that. Makes me feel empowered. Yeah, I'll go get them eventually. Okay, let me switch. Go into Burger. I love that he's called Burger. It's really amusing to me for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why it tickles me. Pingu. Boom, critical hit. We don't even care. We don't even care about your growls. That is fascinating. I remember, I think it was Dapper Kirby who told me that critical hits don't check like modifiers, so like they don't check like attack buffs or defense buffs or defense detriments in all the generations before Gen 5. That's fascinating. That's fascinating. It's weird that I never realized that before. I think I have had those moments where I'm like, that hit a lot harder than I expected it to, but I never really like. I just figured I must have like mathed it wrong or like looked at it wrong or something. And yeah, so it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild in that regard. Espander says, anybody got any good New Year's resolutions? My New Year's resolution is to. I actually have a few of them, Espinator. I want to lose a little bit of weight and start exercising a little bit more regularly. Not that I've like gained a crazy amount of weight or anything like that. I just want to like be better about health in general. Let's see. I want to beat games. I have so many games in my backlog. I'm determined to play through a bajillion games and just like get as many done as I can. So that's a big one for me. Absolutely a big one. Yeah, losing weight. Yep, it's the definitely a good one, Laura. We'll do it together, Laura. We'll pull it off. Sergeant says, yeah, it's wild when I learned that. Yeah, it's super crazy. Super, super crazy. Yeah, yeah. Well, it kind of all goes hand in hand, right, Laura? Like eating well, exercising, and losing weight. It's like all. It's the trinity of goals and aspirations, and that's what you want. That's what we want. Yeah, we're gonna do it though. We're gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna do it. I know for a fact I'm gonna pull it off. Gonna make it happen. Espinator says, that seems to be a running trend amongst my friends too, which I'm super supportive of. Y'all need any fitness and nutrition advice? Hit me up. Yeah, you're a runner, so yeah, I'm sure that you're all about that daily fitness jam, which is really really cool. How you been, Espinator? By the way, it's been a little while since I seen you in chat. How are you holding up? Hopefully you're doing well. All right, let's pop back into this grass. We're making progress here. I know it's a little bit slow to start with in an already kind of slow game, but I assure you it will be worth it, everybody. I assure you. Yeah, yeah, no, Yumi. That's not the implication at all. It's just basically like wanting to feel healthier. Yeah, wanting to feel healthier and just like wanting to eat good foods and have less weight. Yeah, so that's the way. That's the way. Oh, I don't know why I'm not using speed up. I got distracted. Oh god, I really am very sleepy. My apologies. My apologies. No, honestly, I have been admittedly like not even just like the sort of thing where it's like, oh, I I how do I phrase this? I can't freaking think of how to say it. I've been actually eating very unhealthy lately, like way too much junk, and it is kind of affecting me on an emotional level. So I think at that point where it actually starts to affect me mentally is kind of the point where I kind of need to make a change there. Um, so yeah, that's definitely an important aspect as to why I want to fix up my diet a little bit because it's screwing with my head. So yeah, very important. Espader says I've had a rough past few months. To be honest, my ex is very vindictive. Honestly, oh yeah, I think you've mentioned that before, Espinator. Sorry that's happening to you, buddy. That's super lame. Super lame. Yeah, Espinator. Good stuff. Yeah, one piece of advice, Espinator says, one piece of advice for breaking the habit of eating junk food is replacing said junk food with a healthier alternative. Yeah, totally. That's actually part of my game plan as well. The main thing for me is like, it's like like all the freaking like heavy carb foods. I'm like crazy into the carb foods, and like that's not the way to go if you're trying to like lose weight. If your goal is to lose weight. So yeah, it's kicking those and like finding alternatives to those that like fill that void is very hard. But I'm a do it. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Yeah, home cooked meals. That's a good way to go, Laura. Very good way to go. Okay, how are we doing, Zale? Okay, Zale's. I did get to level 6. I guess I could start on Sega then. What level does Shakes learn a electric move? Does anybody remember? That's rival. Oh, we didn't get the one with intimidate. Feels bad. Oh well. Oh well. We don't have any TMs, do we? No, we didn't. We didn't carry any over. Oh well. Yeah. So if somebody wanted to let me know what level Shinx gets a electric move, that would be very helpful. I don't know if Bulbapedia's down or not right now, but got that shell bell. That's actually kind of useful for grinding purposes. Although I think I am still gonna have to switch on this one. That's okay. Lars is so around 18, I think. Ooh, that's. I remember it being kind of late, but I didn't remember it being that late. That's kind of lame. Okay, cool. 15, 15. All right. It's Spark, right? If I remember right. If I remember right, it's Spark. Okay, let me switch again here. Let's go into Zales. Whew. I should probably get some more coffee here in just a minute too. I am admittedly running out of steam. My brain is just like, I don't know how to say words anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna try. The main thing was like I was trying to get my sleep schedule fixed up, as of like last night slash this morning, um, and Oh god, my brain just stopped again. The evidence is showing. No, so I went to bed like kind of early-ish. Not early. No, sorry, excuse me. I planned to get up early-ish, and I went to bed kind of late. But with the idea that I'm trying to like reset my schedule, so I got up really early. I got up at like 7:30 this morning, and I got up and I did some housework that I didn't do yesterday that I was supposed to do. And yeah, now I'm feeling very, very tired, and I need to work on that. And I want to try and get onto just a better sleep schedule in general, and start. I want to do all the things. I need to do all the proactive things, you guys. Just gotta stay motivated. It's hard. It's hard. I find it's really hard to stay motivated without like having someone there to be like, you could do it all the time. And I don't like but I also don't like putting the pressure on other people to be like, you need to tell me to like I need you to be here to motivate me all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like putting that pressure on people. It's hard. And yeah, so it could be tough for me. It could be tough for me to like actually stay motivated. Honestly, just in general, but like especially with things that are like helpful. Helpful and good for my psyche and my mental and physical well-being. Sega hits level 5, very cool. Let's do another. Oh, come on, did I really just miss? Man, that feels bad. Alright, we'll switch. Got a little too close for comfort on that one. Zales hits level 7. I guess since Zales and Pingu got up to level 7, I'll also get the Shanks at the level 7, but... Oh, thank you, Espinator, thank you. I like to think I could do it. I really do. I'm trying. Sartre says, Bulbapedia says 17 for Spark in Diamond and Pearl. Okay, cool. So that sounds pretty conclusive then, Star Champ. Thank you. Okay, almost there, you guys. Then we'll keep it moving here. And we're still pretty stinking early, but wow, holy cow! Has it really already been an hour? We've been playing this game for an hour and I haven't even made it to Jubilife City. That's crazy. That's crazy. I really am taking my time. It's okay. It's okay. We're not in any rush. We're not in any rush. Starter says apparently there's a Bidoof thing on Pokemon's official channel. Wait, Bidoof thing? Was it like? What do you mean by Bidoof thing, Starchamp? I'm confused. Sega hits level 6. All right, let's move forward here. We'll keep fighting stuff, but we'll move forward. That shell bell is actually coming in kind of handy. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the grinding banner. I feel like we're close enough. We reached our original goal, and by the time we finish this battle, I'm sure Shanks will be level 7. So works out. Works out. Casper says there's a Bidoof animation. Ooh, fancy. Someone should post that in the Discord. I'll check that out after stream. Someone post it in the Discord in whatever the most appropriate channel is. I can't think of what they all are right now. And I will check that out after stream. Sounds cool. I like Bidoof. I like Bidoof a lot. It's a great Pokemon. Why I have one in the Hall of Fame. Which remains one of my crowning achievements, is not only getting a Bidoof into the Hall of Fame, but getting a Bidoof and a B-Barrel into the Hall of Fame in the same run. That's pretty epic. Pretty stinking epic. After this battle, I think I'm gonna go grab another cup of coffee as well. Oh, come on with the tackle missing. That's such garbage, in my opinion. I've mentioned this before, I'm sure, but like, I hate that tackle is not 100% accurate. Like, the most basic of moves, you'd think it would be, you know, it's weak, it's simple. You think it would be 100% accurate, just, you know, because it's, you know, just a standard move. But like, oh my god, it has that like low accuracy, or not low, but like, whatever. I like Bidoof Lids 2022. I do. I do like Bidoof, if you choose to phrase it that way. Okay, cool. Let's start working on our rotation here. We can go into Pingu. Give it the pound. Beethovenschmerz? Is that like German? I don't know what that is, Laura. Is it? Did I say that right? Probably not. I'm bad at non-English words. Okay, last Natalie goes down. Alex says, "Aw, please someone tell me they got the reference." I don't know. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm bad. I'm bad at the references. I'm so confused. What's the reference? Oh no, Yumi got it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm like out of the loop. Chad is smarter than I am and more familiar with things than I am. Oh, it's Phineas and Ferb. I never watched that show. I've literally never seen a single episode of that show. I know it exists, and that's all I know about it. But like literally everyone in the chat has seen this show, and I have not. That's awkward. That's awkward. See, you got your support from all the other cool people in the chat, or I guess I should say the cool people in the chat, and then I'm over here, not part of that group. But I am the streamer, so at least there's that. I don't know why I'm fighting Wild Starly, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Hey, almost level 8. Actually, since we're almost level 8, I'll fight one more. Why not? Beautiful, level 8. Learned Bubble. Ooh, nice. I'm so confused. Is that a song from Phineas and Ferb or something? I don't know. I'm so out of the. That was on Disney, right? The Disney Channel. That's the thing is I never had Disney Channel growing up, so I never got to enjoy any of those old Disney Channel shows. Okay, let's go. Let's have a Pokemon battle. Huh, but I'm gonna win. That's what you think, my friend. That's what you think. Also, I still didn't go get my coffee. Dang it. God, I'm just falling apart at the seams today, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll eventually get my act together. Yumi says, well, it's a song from Milo Murphy's Law, which is made by the same creators and is in the same universe as Phineas and Ferb, and they had a crossover. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Crossovers are always cool. I especially like them when they are, like, you know, canonically in the same universe, but, like, completely, like, disjointed shows. Kind of like, my favorite, like, quote-unquote crossover show was definitely, like, the DC animated universe, which I guess you could argue isn't a crossover show, but it kind of is, right? Like, you had Batman the Animated Series, which, like, crossed over into Superman the Animated Series and the Justice League and all that. I don't know, I think it was fun. I like that one a lot. I definitely love the DCAU. Fun stuff. Okay, Sega, out front. Is your turn. Hold on, let me organize here a little bit so I can breathe. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I will grab this item and run away from this Bidoof, as one does. And yes, I am going to really quickly go and grab some more coffee. So hopefully I can be a little bit less spacey. But yeah, we're taken a little longer than I would have liked, I guess, ideally, but it's fine. Progress is progress, right? We will power through. We will power through. But yeah, so I shall be back shortly. By the way, let me know, you guys, just because I'm still kind of new with them. Are the Foreverlocke tokens like working properly? Like, do you guys have access to them? Are you guys accumulating the points? All that stuff. Give me some feedback on that because it's kind of hard to tell from my end if they're actually working. So, yeah, I will be right back, you guys. Just give me some feedback on that while I am away. Okay, thank you all for waiting. I have returned. Okay, let's see. Ooh, ooh, we got some common interests in the chat. How exciting! How exciting! Jubilee City, let's go. Hey, Lids, how many Pokemon have you got? Whoa, you already have 5 Pokemon with you. In Jubilee City, there's the trainer school. Check it out, Lids. Oh yeah, Barry went to the trainer school earlier. Okay, see you around. Work hard on your Pokedex. Also, just occurred to me that my Lucas voice is my same voice for Hop. Which, you know, doesn't necessarily mean anything, I just think it's interesting. I give them, like, basically the same voice. Mostly because I only have, like, one British accent, so, you know. You know how it goes. Guess I do have, like, the more Cockney version, but I digress. I digress. Let's go give these maps to... Well, give a map to Barry in the trainer school. And then go do some Poketch Clown campaign shenanigans. We get the parcel delivered, which gives us the town map. These two over here actually fight in the originals? I actually don't remember. You know what's crazy? I don't think I ever actually fought these two. I fought them in the remakes because just kind of I was kind of talking to a lot of people in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Did these guys fight? Oh, they do fight. I don't think I've ever fought these two in the originals. Oh hey, look at there, Star Champ. You got the tokens. Yeah, it is temporary, but yeah, there you go. Now you have an emote. Yay! Well done. Well done. How exciting. Yeah, let's do it. Laura, when you say Buffy, do you mean like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or is that like something different? Just so I'm just curious. I've heard of that series, but I don't know if that's different from what you guys were talking about. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that is what that is. Very cool. Yeah, my stepfather is actually a ginormous fan of that show. I've only caught a couple of episodes, but I've never actually like really paid much attention to it, frankly. I have to watch it. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out at some point. I mean, um, like I said, my family is a huge fan of it, so maybe I should look into it. I just don't watch a whole lot of live action shows is the main thing. Honestly there's only like two live action shows that I've watched like that I would consider like I love these shows kind of status. Those two being they couldn't be more different from each other either. One of them is Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Um, Definitely an all-time favorite for me. I've watched every season. Um, except for like the newest ones. I just haven't had time to sit down and watch them. And then the other one is the IT Crowd, which is a British comedy. Not the American version of the IT Crowd, to be clear. I watched the British version of the IT Crowd, and it's really good and funny and amazing. And I've watched it like 30 times. Larry says my boyfriend doesn't watch a lot of LA shows either, but he really liked Buffy. Oh, that's good. Laura likes the IT Crowd too. Yeah, I love the IT Crowd. I like literally quote it all the time. I have a shirt. Okay, this won't make any sense to anyone who hasn't seen the IT Crowd, but Laura, you'll probably appreciate this. I have a shirt that says I survived the fire at Sea Parks. You'll get it. You'll get it if you've seen the show. You'll get it. That's fantastic. Laura says, wait, there's an American version? Yeah, no, so there's a really, really bad American version, yeah. It's actually really sad because, Richard Ayoade, or however you say his last name, the guy who plays Moss in the show, he actually reprised his role in the American version, but, everyone else was recast, and it was just, yeah, it was really bad. It was really, really bad. I couldn't stomach it. Casper says, "OMG, I watch so much SVU." I'm glad that I'm not the only one, Casper, because every time I mention that show, everyone kind of goes quiet, and I'm just like, I mean, I know that like the topics are not particularly, you know, nice to think about, but it's a good show. Like, holy cow, like when I watch SVU, I just can't stop watching it. I just can't. Sergeant says I watched SVU growing up whenever I was sick. Hilariously enough, I used to watch it. I used to watch SVU at night. Like my mom would be watching it, and I wouldn't be able to sleep, and so I'd be like, Mom, I can't sleep, and she'd be like, well, why don't you just come up here and watch TV with me? So that was like the show that I would watch, hilariously enough, when I was like little, which is hilarious if you know like how morbid that show can get. Um, but yeah, so like I adore that show. Always have. Always have. Laura says, I mean, no offense, but American versions of any show are bad. I mean, yeah, that's typically how it goes, Laura. If something didn't come from America, it's an adaptation of something from outside of America. It usually winds up pretty terrible. Big agree there. Simon says, "Oh, the phone number one, right? That's the only one I've seen. Oh, are you talking about? I hope this wins me more brownie points with Laura. 011899988199725 3. I do in fact know the number. It's great. I've watched that show like way too many times. Way too many times. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Ugh, that's a little too close for comfort there, Sega. Finish it off, though. I just wanted the full amount of XP. I've actually never seen The Office, Star Champ, if you can believe it. I know it's like really, really popular, but yeah, no, never seen it. Never seen it. Oh, you highlighted your message with your Foreverlocke tokens. How nice, Laura. Laura says, "Nice singing, thank you." I'm just waiting to hear back if you're like frantically checking to see if the number was actually the correct number. I can assure you that it was. I know that number by heart, which is really silly. Versus Met didn't like the US version. I presume of The Office. Yeah, it's really the US version of The Office is really popular here. Really popular. It's the only show that's like that I think is like kind of the exception to that rule I just said, which is yeah, super fascinating. Oh, you know it too, Laura? Oh, wonderful. Well, so you can already confirm that I did in fact say it right. Okay, so Poketch Clowns, let's go. I am a Poketch campaign clown. Let's roll out my question. Does a Pokemon grow by defeating others and gaining experience points? It sure does. Ding ding, you're absolutely correct. Pokemon grow stronger by defeating other Pokemon in battles. Some Pokemon even grow into an entirely different form in a process known as evolution. Here you go, a Poketch coupon. Wonderful. You know what's always bothered me is if you get the Poketch clowns in the order that you can see them. So that one and then this one. This one is for some reason the one who gives you coupon number 3, and it's always bothered me. Yeah, he gives you coupon 3. So why would they place the guy who gives you coupon 3 before the guy who gives you coupon 2? I've never understood it. How dare they? How dare they? Star Champ says my favorite episode of SVU is the one with Robin Williams. That's such a good episode too. I honestly I would have loved a follow up. Obviously, you know, not a thing that will ever happen now, but yeah, no, that was a fantastic episode. Robin Williams did such a good job. Holy cow, he did such a good job in that episode. Yeah, it was a really dark one. It was a really dark one. Yeah, no, I probably have too many episodes to count. Like too many favorite episodes for me to adequately count count them all. Star Channel. I love that show to death. I've watched the first. I watched all the way up to. I mean, I guess spoilers for SVU if you've never seen it, but I've watched this every season up until when Stabler leaves. Probably like 12 to 15 times. And then I've watched everything after I've watched twice through. So yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of that show. I've always liked it quite a bit. Okay, cool. So we got. Oh, we gotta actually go get the Poketch, don't we? I was gonna say we can go do this up here, but I should probably go get the Poketch real fast. Hey you, I got coupons. But yeah, I wonder, do we have? I wonder if we can get any encounters. I'm trying to think of what we have and what we don't have. But I am not sure. I am not sure. Guess we'll fight this girl real fast. Alas, Sarah has a Bidoof. You know, I had Hulu for a little while. I don't have it anymore, sadly, so I cannot marathon it once again. But yeah, I had like this. It was actually while I was getting my like desk situation resolved for setting up for streaming and stuff. I marathoned. I just completely over the course of like a week, I watched the entirety of Law and Order Special Victims Unit like in a row, basically. Like I would get up, I would work on like my desk situation, like rearranging furniture and like getting my computer set up, installed, all that stuff. And in the meantime, just had Law and Order SVU just in the background. I did that for like a week straight. Just watched all of Law and Order all day. It was fantastic. It was quite fantastic. It's really long. It's like 16, 17 seasons now or something like that. Something absurd. A long show. It's crazy. It's crazy how much it's evolved as well. Ooh, we're definitely still in that early game where all we can really do is just play the tackle game. Use a little bit of speed up on this one. Ooh, actually, we taking some damage. I should probably switch. Ugh, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. Oh, nice, Star Champ. Nice. I mean, yeah, I've got ways if I really want to. I can always hijack my mother's Netflix again. I do that sometimes. I mean, who hasn't, right? Who doesn't occasionally sponge off of a family member? Let's go into Zales. All right, Bidoof goes down. Second hits level 9. Learns charge. Wahoo! Casper says, I also have ways to watch anime. I know, there's so many ways. So many nondescript, perfectly legally ambiguous ways. Anyways, that all aside, let's do we have, I'm curious, do we have we have Badoo in the Hall of Fame, I know that, but do we have the full line? Do we have Roselia? I think we do. Yeah, we have Rupert the Roselia, and I think we have Herr Owen. Herr Owen, the Rose Raid, who Dapper Kirby named, and it's a fantastic name. It's a joke about, I usually name my Rose Raids Heroine, but then she died, so now we have Herr Owen. Very, very amusing stuff. I don't know what all is on this route, to be honest. Is it just like Starly, Bidoof, and... Oh dang, I didn't mean to fight you. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know what's on this route. I guess I'll have to look it up. We might not be able to get an encounter here. Because we have the full Starly line now, so there's not a whole lot of options, honestly. StarChamp says I don't actually have my own accounts, if I'm being honest, they're all family members. Yeah, I totally feel that. Totally feel that. Okay, take out the Magikarp. Oh yeah, well I'm thinking about it. Now's as good a time as any. Today's question of the day is I thought would be an interesting thing to talk about. Today's question of the day is would you guys want a Heart Gold and Soul Silver remake in the same style as Diamond and Pearl? Or in the same style as the Diamond and Pearl remakes, excuse me. So would you guys want to see essentially Heart Gold and Soul Silver remade, but with the Wing Attack? Hell yeah. But with the same like engine as Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, like would that be something you guys would want, or do you think they should leave well enough alone, stop while they're ahead, just not touch Heart Gold and Soul Silver? And yeah, like what would be your reasoning? I would be very curious to see what you guys have to say on this one. Cause yeah, I don't know. I felt the same way when Oris came out. I was like, wouldn't it be kind of wild if they, if they remade the other Gen 3 games in the Oris engine, like if they remade Fire Red and Leaf Green. I think that would be fascinating. That would be kind of fascinating. Okay. Bubble it up. bubble's special, I'm pretty sure, so the growl is non-consequential, my friend. Alright, Starly is down. So it feels like I've heard this song so many times, and it's because I have. The trainer battle music, just from having played so much Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl lately. I'm just like, wow, this sure sounds familiar. Yeah, hold on. Let me check and see if there is actually anything available to us on this route. What route is this again? This is Route 204. Route 204. Let me see if we can catch a single dang thing on this route. No. Wait. Oh no, there's Shinxes here. Didn't we already find one of those and run away from it? I think I screwed up. Oh well. I guess I'll just forfeit this encounter. It's fine. It's fine. Let's fight this last trainer though. I don't think I can't remember honestly if I found a Shinx on this route or not yet, so I feel like the opportunity is already already lost to us, possibly, because I wasn't paying attention. But it's fine. I think we can get a Shinx on the next route as well, so we'll do that. We will do that. Laura says, what about the Gen 5 remakes? Why jump straight to Heart Gold, Soul Silver? Well, so like I guess like the idea of it would be, Laura, that Heart Gold and Soul Silver are the other Gen 4 games, right? So like they could essentially just translate the same Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl engine onto Heart Gold, Soul Silver, the same way that they did Diamond Pearl into Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So yeah, that's the idea of it. Like they would essentially maintain the same graphical style because they'd both be based on that Gen 4 look, whereas Gen 5 kind of has like a different look entirely. I feel like they couldn't just use the Diamond, or excuse me, they couldn't just use the BDSP engine for a Gen 5 remake. I feel like they'd have to make something different to like try and make it look more like Gen 5, whereas Heart Gold and Soul Silver would kind of be its own thing. Star Chant says I'm up 2 mines, but as long as the moves are ooh god, that was a lot of damage. Re-implemented into the Heart Gold Soul Silver remake, I'd be cool with it. I'd be cool with it too, I think, but I don't know. I don't know. Those are really good games, so like if there's like any missing features, it would be a huge deal, right? Be a huge deal because Heart Gold Soul Silver are pretty commonly considered like some of the best games in the entire series, so it's a delicate one, right? You got to be very careful with how you handle that kind of. Also, I don't even know what they'd call it. I guess you could argue that they technically just be gold and silver remakes, but like I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just it's a weird one. It's a weird dynamic. Still though, it would be fascinating. It would be fascinating to see Johto touched up again. Hopefully not in a let's go format. Although I could see it happening. But admittedly, I prefer it not, just because Let's Go kind of gives the implication of. Wait, did I already fight you? I guess I did. Let's Go kind of gives the implication of like, oh, it's gonna be like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which are generally not well liked. So, you know, take it for what you will. Okay, so let me go and heal up real fast, and then I guess we'll go fight the rival. I think that's the next big objective here. Keep Zales out front, that's fine. We might as well be using Zales while we can. Eventually Zales is going to drop off because it's just a Starly, but we will get there when we get there. Yeah, I believe that Shinx should be on this next route as well. I think it's the last route that we can get it. So we will try and catch one there, because we still need a Shinx. Although, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should avoid the actually. You know what just occurred to me, you guys? We should avoid the grass at all costs because if we catch a Shinx, it has to be added to the team. The rule isn't that one of my the rule isn't that my last Pokemon has to be fully evolved. It's that it can be. So ideally, we would want to either beat the gym or catch a fully evolved Pokemon before before doing anything else, because otherwise we have to add something kind of weak to our team like immediately, and that would be kind of lame. So yeah, we're gonna try to skip this route for now and come back and get the Shinx after the first gym, ideally. That just occurred to me. That's something to keep in mind for sure. Casper says, "Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee did have nice follow Pokemon animations." It's true. It's true. One thing I will always give credit where it's due for with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is the visual style. Although there is certain parts where you can tell it's like the resolution isn't fantastic, um, they are the prettiest Switch games. Like bar none. They actually are very pretty. I really like the lighting. The chibi, the like pseudo chibi style they went for is actually kind of nice. I do actually like it. I like it so much better than the BDSP style. Yeah, it's honestly not that bad. It's not that bad. Visually, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. So yeah, no complaints there. Definitely better than BDSP at Laura. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna leer at you. I'm gonna leer at this turtle. Now I'm gonna tackle this turtle. Yeah, I don't know. Remakes are super fascinating, though. Super fascinating. When do you guys think? I guess this could theoretically be saved for a question of the day, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. When do you guys expect Gen 5 remakes? I might ask this again as a question of the day in the future, but whatever. We'll get there when we get there. When do you guys think, first off, do you think we'll get Gen 5 remakes, like black and white remakes? And if so, when? Do you think we'll get them like on the Switch, the next Switch? Do you think we'll get them like after Legends Arceus, after Gen 9? What's you guys' take on the potential Gen 5, the potential incoming Gen 5 remakes? I would be curious. Yumi says after Gen 10. Woo, that's quite a bit. That's quite a ways off, Yumi. Do you have like some supporting evidence for that, or just like that's your gut feeling? The thing that's tricky about the remakes is that they have like no actual pattern, so it's like, well, wah, wah. Starchan says, "I don't. If I expect it, they'll they'll never come." Oh, there you go. There you go, Starchan. That's the smart way to look at it. Gotta play the system. Laura says, "Well, starting from Gen 3, you always multiply by 2." Multiply by 2? So, like, yeah, I guess, yeah, starting in Gen 3. Okay, yeah. So, multiply by 2. Yeah, I guess so. I guess technically. But, like, not Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, though. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is not a multiple of 1. Because it's Gen 7. So, there's no pattern. There's actually no pattern. Yeah, from Gen 2, actually, yeah. Yumi says, except the Gen 1... But that's the thing, is, like, you have to say, except this one thing. That's what makes it not a pattern, in my opinion. Laura says, Laura doesn't count Let's Go Pikachu. They are remakes, though. They're unquestionably remakes. Like I know that they're not traditional. They're not as traditional as like Fire and Leaf Green are, but they're still remakes. I would count them. I would count them. Okay, it's Pingu's turn. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid the grass. I'm gonna avoid the grass because I want to save it. I'm hoping like we could actually beat Rourke. I'm hoping we can beat Rourke before we have to go, before we catch a Pokemon, because I want to add something from the box. I don't know what, because I don't remember what's in the box right now, but I want to add something from the box. Sarah says, I hope in Gen 9 to throw off the count. That's the thing is, like, I don't think it's going to take, I don't think it will actually take a multiple of years every single time. I think honestly, I feel like Game Freak just kind of uses remakes to fill time, to fill space while they're working on, like, the main generation. So, like, I feel like obviously it was kind of shipped off to someone else this time, but, like, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are kind of there to fill space while Game Freak is working on Legends Arceus. So, like, I feel like we're frankly due for some sort of buffer between Legends Arceus and whatever Gen 9 is. I'm not saying it would be a Gen 5 remake. It feels like it might be a little soon for that, but I don't know. Maybe a buffer between Gen 9 and whatever's after that, I guess. I don't know. I would probably expect it to be so we got Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, we got Legends Arceus. I would expect some sort of game in between that is like weird. Probably a weird game, like kind of like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, like just something weird. Maybe like Let's Go Johto or something. Um, and then like a proper Gen 9 game theoretically, assuming that that's still a thing they're gonna do. I've talked about how I think that is a possibility that they're gonna drop generations as a concept, but I digress. If we assume that they keep them, that's what I would expect to happen, and then after that, I would expect a Black and White remake, or possibly like a Black and White sequel. So, like, I honestly, my preference, I actually wouldn't want a remake of Black and White. I would actually want a sequel to Black 2 and White 2. I would want Black 3 and White 3, and that would be super cool. And since like Game Freak likes to defy people's expectations, I think that it would actually like be possible too. Like I don't think people would actually predict them to make another sequel instead of remakes. And you know how they are. They like to pull the wool over our eyes or whatever. Just do something like that no one saw coming. I don't know. It's fun. Laura says, "Oh God, I hope we have no more Let's Goes." I mean, like I said, the game's fine enough, but it's just not what I wanted from another Gen 1 remake, frankly. I actually did want another Gen 1 remake, just not that. Not that. Casper says they might even toss another spin-off like Mystery Dungeon or Pokemon Conquest 2 or the like between Legends Arceus and Gen 9. I mean, they probably will, but those are usually like third-party things, right? Like you have a separate team that's working on that. Like they'll have like who was it that did Mystery Dungeon? It wasn't Game Freak, that's for certain. And then Pokemon Snap was Bandai Namco, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, like there probably will be something like that though, I imagine. I wonder what it'd be though. What would be the Pokemon spinoff that comes out next? Would it be something brand new or would it be an existing IP? Yo, resurrect Pokemon Ranger, let's go. Ooh, actually, Mystery Dungeon. Use the same Mystery Dungeon engine and redo Explorers of Time and Darkness. Let's do that. Let's do that, please. Ooh, Stadium 3, Yumi? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, geez, Bide. Oh, that's actually not good. Oh, that's actually not good at all. Hold on. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Hold on. Hold on. I need you to not do this to me right now. Hold on. How much damage did I just do to you? I need to send someone out with like full HP and a lot of health. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Heidi, I need you to come out. and take a hit, okay? I don't even know if Bide can miss. Okay, we're fine. Whew. That was really spooky, you guys. Freaking Bide. Freaking Bide. Ayumi says, okay, but honestly, let's just have a stadium game, but with like crap ton of minigames and online play. Honestly, though, Yumi, I would be so down for that. I would be so down for that. Hold on. I'm gonna go out to Zales and just wing attack this Kricketot. Get out of my face. Startune says Super Mystery Dungeon 2. I don't know if they would. I don't know if they would do that. I feel like there's not like enough interest in Super Mystery Dungeon. You know what I mean? Like I feel like people didn't care about that game like at all. Casper says I would not turn down a new Ranger game or a sequel to Conquest or another Stadium or Coliseum. Yo, if they went back to back to the Ore region for like a third game, or heck, even if they just like made an HD version of Coliseum and XD, I would pop off for that. I would pop off so hard for that. I love those games. Hence why I like went out of my way to include them in the Foreverlocke. I love, love, love the Ore games. I really do. They're so fun. Which is funny because I'm not a huge Double Battle fan, but yeah, no, I do adore those games. I really do. Although, to be clear, I do like double battles. I just don't like them while I'm nuzlocking. Because they're hard. They're hard. But yes, I adore Coliseum and XD. Would love to see a sequel. Would absolutely love to see a sequel. Okay. Step, step. Okay, we're good. Let's fight you. Bidoof. Yeah, a triple battle only game. Oh god. That sounds awful, Yumi. That sounds, I mean, that actually sounds terrible. Like I would, like yeah, if they did like a game that, because Coliseum and XD are all double battles, they did like a modern one that was all triple battle. Yo, rotation battles only. Pokemon spin. Oh god. Hey, finish it off, Pingu. There we go. Just triple and rotation battle. Yeah, that'll be the black and white remakes. It's just triple and rotation battles. And your main rival is Charles. Wonderful. Okay, Badoo. Badoo is coming out. Let's go into Zales. Yumi says a pair of games. One is triple, as one is rotation. Yeah, there you go, Yumi. That's the way. That's the way you make the big bucks. You got to split it into two games. So yeah, you have Pokemon Spin and Pokemon Trio, I guess. There you go. I'll take my check, Nintendo. Thank you. Oh, yo, only Sky Battles. No. That's the follow-up. You have one is Sky Battles and one is Inverse Battles. So you have 4 versions, and you charge $59.99 for all of them. for all of them individually, for a total of $240. That's the big bucks. That's the big brains right there. The very big brains. Casper says, Pokemon game where you only have non-traditional battling. That would actually be kind of cool, but I mean, obviously a little silly. Oh yeah, I guess it's more expensive in, well, visually more expensive in Canada. Is it? What is the equation on the Canadian dollar, Yumi? Do you know? Someone wants to look that up. I'd actually be really curious, like what does $79.99 in Canadian dollars actually equate to for US? Versus would love a game with only double battles. I mean, Coliseum and XD got you covered, Laura. They got you covered. I gotta bonk bonk. No. Okay, it's just a Starly. We have a Starly. It's fine. We have the full Starly line. I just gotta inch through this grass enough to not get caught. Okay, cool. There we go. Oh, you mean so like a full like main campaign, like a main a core series Pokemon game that's double battles only, Laura? Yeah, that would be cool. Although at this point we're getting a freaking core series Pokemon game that's not a Pokemon game, so that'll be fun. Star Chances, where's my mobile contest game? Ah, yeah, I know. That would be rad. That would be rad. It's weird they haven't done that. It seems so obvious. It seems so obvious. I guess they're just really, really preoccupied with Pokemon Go. Also, I probably should go heal at some point, but I'm gonna switch it to Zale just because Machop makes me uncomfortable. Yumi says $80 Canadian is 63.60 in American, according to Google. Fast. Okay, so that means that the Canadian dollar is worth more than American, right? I don't make me do math. Oh my god, I didn't mean to hit tackle. I think that's what that means. I'm not the brightest tool in the shed. I apologize. Less. Okay, yeah. That's what I meant in my head, but words are bad when they come out of my mouth, so. Oh man, that's rough. But yeah, okay, so it's worth less. It's worth less. Fascinating. Youngster Sebastian goes down. Okay, we got one more last to fight here. I'm gonna switch to Sega. And we'll take her on. Is there anything in the cave? I think it's just Geodudes, isn't it? Geodudes and Zubats, which we have the full lines for. So I think we should be good to go through the little connecting cave here. I think. I do think. Okay. Fight it, Sega. Fight it. Well, that's very kind of you, Star Champ. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. I'm sorry that my brain is just not functioning at 100% capacity. It's just filled with Minecraft and sadness. And by sadness, I just mean like I'm tired. I'm just tired. Ugh, but yeah, I'm probably gonna play more Minecraft later, honestly. I have some more housework I have to do though. As soon as stream is over, probably. As soon as I finish all my post-stream stuff, I gotta go do more housework, and then once I'm done with that, then I'll play my silly video games. Could probably at some point get that server set back up for the. I had a server set up for the for Minecraft for the Foreverlocke server, and then kind of never went anywhere. No one ever really played it, so. But yeah, I should probably look into that. I don't know if anyone would want to play together, but I could set that up if there was interest. He says you could set up a Pixelmon server. Honestly, I did think about it. I've never dabbled with it. I'm not very familiar, honestly, with a lot of those big, like, game-changing mods for Minecraft, so I just don't know anything about them. I've never played very far away from vanilla, honestly, so, I mean, possibly, though. Possibly. It'd be interesting to check out, for certain. Okay, Bidoof goes down, finally. Good gravy. Took forever because of those growls, but it's okay. We made it happen. Okay, no, there's an item over there, but I don't want to go through the grass. I don't want to risk running into that Shink, so. Oh, you don't stop me? Okay, well, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you anyways. We got Rock Smash. Wahoo. What? You're not going to add Rock Smash to my Poketch for using the hidden moves outside of battle? What? Crazy. Okay, yeah, we have the full right. Let me double check just so I'm 100% certain on that. I'm pretty sure we have the full Geodude line though. Pretty sure, pretty sure. We've had it for a while. Honestly, yeah, yeah, we've had Golem since playthrough 8, and then we've had Graveler or Geodude since 1 and 2. So yeah, we've had this line for so long. I'm pretty confident that we had it. So yeah, we're good. Very good. Goodbye, my friend. I'm gonna try and walk past these trainers for now, because I want to go heal real fast before we fight them. I'll come back and fight them, then we'll fight the miners in the mine, get Rourke, and then we'll fight the gym. It'll be great. Rourke should be cake, honestly. He should be absolute cake because we have Surf on Wooper. So it should absolutely shut down his entire squad. So we should be in good shape. Do I have to talk to Barry to make Rourke appear? Let me just do that just in case. Not 100% certain, but probably not a bad idea just to make sure. But yeah, let's heal. With speed. With such speed. Okay, and then we'll work our way backwards and fight those. I want to go fight those picnickers. That's what they're called in this, right? Which I think they changed them to camper in one of the other ones, and I'm like, that's so much lamer. So much lamer. I like picnicker. Picnicker. Is that even a real word? I don't even know. I don't even know. Yeah, it's picnicker. Picnicker Diana. Get him with the tackle. Water sport, okay. That means nothing to me. I have no fire Pokemon on my team. This is OG Sinnoh, you silly. Alright. Sega hits level 11, very good. Psyduck, eh? How about... I guess Pingu. Some bird-on-bird violence. Fun stuff, fun stuff. I wonder, I do wonder if we could actually, you know what, I think I probably will just blast through Rourke real quick, honestly. That seems fine. I could probably save those trainers for grinding purposes, honestly. This last picnicker and the miners. Because, like I said, Wooper will absolutely destroy Rourke, so. Yep, Infernape and Rapidash, my favorite Sinnoh Pokemon. My favorite Sinnoh Fire Pokemon. It's true. It's true. I did think it was funny that, like, one of the first things they tried to point out when BDSP came out with its trailers and all that stuff was trying to show off all the fire Pokemon that they had in the Grand Underground. Like, look at all these fire Pokemon, because we know we screwed up before. Just that, like, soft acknowledgement that Sinnoh has really bad type diversity. I thought it was funny. It's just like, look, Houndoom and Magmar and Slugma. Ooh. Oh, very silly. Okay, So let me run over. Yeah, let's go get Rourke and get him into his gym, and then we'll go kick his butt. It will be easy. Okay, Stardust acquired. Very good. I always like to go grab that because I always know it's there. Okay, do we have an Onyx? I actually don't remember if we have an Onyx right now. I'm curious because that's one of the things you can catch in here. If we didn't have one, I'd still kind of want it, but I don't know if we have one right now or not. We do not. Okay. I wonder, do we have any repels, honestly? But I have to go in here to get to Rourke, so I'm gonna have to work around it one way or the other. But I'd really rather not catch the Onyx right now because I want a fully evolved Pokemon. Hold on, can I buy repels at the mart? I'm curious. Where's that mart? Here? Wait, where's the mart? Is it up here? Sinnoh's laid out weird. Okay, there we go. Do you sell repels? No, it must be too early for repels. Okay. Never mind then. I guess we're just going to have to hope that we don't bump into an Onyx. If we do, then we'll try and catch it, and I guess we'll add it to the team. But I don't know if I'm overly confident in Luxray and Yanmega to carry us through the whole game. That's assuming we can even get Yanma into the Yanmega, which once it's a Yanmega, I have used that before, and it is decent. But you know, it could be a little bit tricky. I would like to have another fully evolved Pokemon, and Onyx is not really sturdy enough to really deal with a lot. You know what I mean? Especially, just having so many weaknesses and not being very strong, like attack wise. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's relatively defensive, but it doesn't really help me against special attackers. So what can I say? Okay, stand back and watch this. Using the hitting move Rock Smash, a boulder blocking your way. Fallen boulders need to be smashed so that they're out of the way. If you could get the badge for the gym in town, you'd be able to do this too. Of course, you'd have to beat the gym leader first. That'd be me. Well, aren't you a cool guy, Rourke? By tunnel mail? Yeah, it's true. Yeah, no, that's what I was saying, Yumi. Onyx is not fully evolved. That's why I don't want to catch it yet. I want to come back and catch it later so that we can add something that's fully evolved to the team from the PC and not be forced to use the Onyx. But if we find the Onyx and we catch the Onyx, we have to use the Onyx because it would be an applicable Pokemon. That's what I'm getting at. My words are just bad, so it's hard to understand what I'm talking about half the time. But so far so good. If we could just get through this last little stretch, we haven't run into an Onyx yet, so we should be good. Hey, very nice. So yeah, basically what we can do is we can go fight Rourke, get the gym badge, then our level cap will raise. We add a Pokemon from the PC up to like what, level 22, whatever Gardenia's ace is. Add a Pokemon up to that level, have a full squad, then we can go catch the Onyx, and it won't get auto added to the team when we catch it. See what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. Oh God, I am way too sleepy right now. I don't understand either. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but like no more so than usual. So I'm really confused as to why I'm so stinking tired today. I don't really understand it. But yeah, let's absolutely destroy this gym, shall we? Get him with the surf. Bonk. And luckily we don't have to worry about the Gen 5 version of Sturdy in this one. So even if you have Sturdy, you just go down. That's not how it works in this game. I will say that's one thing that is kind of frustrating while you're playing BDSP is it is of course the regular modern version of Sturdy. So You will have those occasional annoying Onyx or Geodudes that just don't die when it feels like they should because you're playing Diamond and Pearl, and they would have died in Diamond and Pearl, but not in BDSP. Kind of funny. Yumi says Gen 3 abilities are a joke. It's true. Abilities weren't really all that great until Gen 5. Let's be real. Let's be real. There's a couple of them that are okay, but they're very few and far between. But at least it got the ball rolling, right, Yumi? At least it got the ball rolling for like more advanced, more interesting abilities to start being a thing, and also for some of the older ones to get retconned. Yeah, Lightning Rod and Storm Drain, definitely the best abilities in Gen 3, unquestionably. Unquestionably. Okay, Onyx is coming out. I'm gonna stay in actually. I'm gonna bubble it. Get Pingy some extra XP. We're a little under-leveled for Rourke, but we will be fine. I assure you that most of his Pokemon will go down to Surf. Maybe the Cranidos won't go down in one Surf, but I also don't see him being able to like one-shot my Wooper either, so we should be okay. It is kind of funny when I think about the aspect of like I literally said that I was gonna like be very careful and always grind, but this is one particular instance where I think I can get away with not grinding. I will grind between streams for certain. I definitely will. Okay, Burger out front. Let's do this thing. Do your worst, Rourke. Welcome. This is the Orenburg Pokemon Gym. I'm Rourke, the gym leader, but oh my god, I can't read. I'm but one trainer who decided to walk proudly with Rock-type Pokemon. As the gym leader, I need to see your potential as a trainer, and I'll need to see the toughness of the Pokemon that battle with you. Alright, let's go, Rourke. First gym, you guys. First gym. Let's see what you got for us, bucko. Got the Geodude. Ooh, if I could just quickly complain about something in BDSP that I don't like. Actually, it's a lot to do with the gym fights. Number one thing I don't like about the gym fights is that like when the gym leaders cut in to like talk, they have like this soulless look on their face. Not a fan of that. Second thing I don't like is every time you do an attack, the lights turn off. Literally, oh my god, the critical hit. Literally every single time you do an attack that has like an animation, like a fancy like water animation or fire animation, whatever the case, the lights on the like walls or like ceiling area, like on the like raptors or whatever, they will literally turn off every time, and it drives me crazy. Like for whatever reason, like I guess the effect layer that they use for the lights is the same layer that they use for the animation, so they just turn off so that they can play the animation instead. It drives me crazy. It like actually drives me crazy. Oh, you never noticed, Laura? Yeah, no. Take a look next time. Next time you do a gym battle in BDSP, yeah, you'll see it. The lights on the little show lights will turn off. Once you see it, it's hard to unsee, so I understand. Oh god, I don't like that I'm damaged. Hey Voidex Cars, how's it going? Whippler? No, it's a Wooper. It's a Wooper. Potion up real fast. Burger can take a hit, right? Surely. Surely it can. Ooh, Leer. I don't like. Okay, just hit it with a surf. Ugh, headbutt with the Leer. Oh, I don't like that actually. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Have I made a huge mistake? Oh my god, I think I may have just made a huge mistake. Oh no! I lost Burger! I know! Oh my gosh! I'm such a dummy! I was so confident that I could just kill the Cranidos! Oh god. Oh no! I did tell him to do my worst. I know the burger going away. Yeah, you're right, Laura. 4 levels difference is a lot. I think I totally screwed the pooch on this one. I think we could do it. I know, I know. Oh god, I'm just immediately eating my shoe, aren't I? Alright. Alright. Let's see. What's the game plan here? I have no potions either. Nice. Burger, no, sad day in the burger community. I know, I know. Well, I mean, this is a sad day in the Lids community right now because I actually think I'm about to take a fat L on the first stream of this playthrough. Like, if I play this, like, the wrong way here, that's absolutely what's gonna happen. Because I didn't grind and I should have. Oh my goodness gracious, if that happens, it's just really indicative of my terrible luck. Is this gonna be the shortest playthrough in the whole run so far? Pursuit, okay. A crit, great, great, thank you. I can't believe that was a crit. I actually can't believe that was a crit. What the frig? He's probably gonna pursuit me too. He's probably going to. I don't have any potions. I can't believe this. I actually can't believe this. Yep. Frickin' A. I'm not thinking. I wasn't thinking, Laura. I wasn't thinking at all. Oh no. Oh no. I can't believe this. Oh my goodness gracious. I did rush this, Laura. You're absolutely right. I did not learn my lesson. It's because I'm tired. It's just because I'm so tired. I need to get better sleep, you guys. What the frig? That's so much. And oh my god! And I'm getting like the worst RNG. I got crit twice and I got the flinch. It's not fair. It's not fair. What the heck? Oh, it's really funny, but like, god damn it. So I'll update the death counter later. We're screwed. Yeah, maybe 2 hours is enough for I was gonna end after this battle, actually, believe it or not. I was going to end after, like, literally I was just like, alright, I'm just gonna get through the gym later and then I'll call it early, but... Good lord. I think this is my only chance, is the double team at this point. We need a sad Audino. I should get a sad Audino emote at this rate. Yeah, I agree, Casper. Like, I think spamming double team is literally the only thing that could possibly save this. And it ain't doing much for me either. I have +3 evasiveness, but you're just gonna land everything anyway. He probably has a potion too. Wait, how is he landing everything? How is he landing everything? Is this... Does he... What's his ability again? Does he have like some ability? What the... I had +3 evasion! I had +3 evasion! He landed everything! No, no, I'm pretty sure Lear can miss too, Laura. What's Moldbreaker do? God damn it! That was like my only chance. It just didn't matter. Okay. Get him, Starly. Yeah, we're screwed, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I should have started this playthrough with a little bit more sleep. So I actually just got terrible luck there. Like, the worst possible. I have +3 evasion. He hit every single attack. Every single one. He's got a potion. Great. I'm, like, really upset about that, actually. He still has Onyx, too. Yeah, no, this is a loss, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This was an absolute pathetic display. An absolutely pathetic display. This is very embarrassing. This is very embarrassing. I'm so sorry, you guys. I really am. There we go. It's a wipe. Wow. What an embarrassing display. Laura says, can we restart instead of going to Gen 5? I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not appropriate, Laura. Like, I mean, it's an L. It's a fat L, and it's 100% my fault. So it's like, you know, like what you gonna do about it, right? It's just I screwed up. I screwed up really bad. I got way overconfident because I had a good surf. You know, no, it's just the shortest playthrough ever. Yeah, no, it sucks, but like that's just the way it goes. I screwed up really bad. Like that's what happened. I screwed up really, really bad. It's incredibly embarrassing, but like, I mean, I knew it was gonna happen eventually. I knew it was gonna happen eventually. I knew that there would eventually be the one that would do that. Uses Liz take a break from Minecraft to get some sleep. I know, I know I should do that. Um, I have too much that I have to get done today. Like even outside of Minecraft, I have so much I have to get done today. So like, unfortunately, I can't nap today. But at least you can't do shorter anymore. That's true. I mean, I guess I could like immediately whiff it on like the first battle or something, but I don't know. Well, this was a sad endeavor, wasn't it? I've gone ahead and lost the playthrough immediately to Rourke. Feels really bad. Yeah. I mean, that really was just like kind of like the worst chain of events. Like, oh, Whooper wasn't at full health. I need to heal. Oh, I freaking don't get to land my surf. Oh, then also he crits me. Also he flinches me. Also, like, it was like literally just the chain of the worst possible like combination of factors. Don't get me wrong. It was my fault for going in under leveled, but like, holy cow. Holy cow, like that was actually like the worst possible outcome. That's like the you're not going to do the thing you're supposed to do. We'll take every single punishment that we have for you in the entire book for not doing it. It's just like, geez. Okay, double team fails, I flinch, and I get crit 3 times. Okay. Yeah, Pingu's going to be really mad at me too. So that's super lame. Oh well. Well, I guess I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, technically the next thing to do would be to play Gen 5. It's really awkward. Laura says I would say it's okay to name another Piplup Pingu next time. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll make a like an exception to the rule there. But yeah, I guess technically we're supposed to move on to or Pingu the second. That's true. Or Pingu. Yeah, there's options there, you guys. There's options. Yeah, I guess against all odds, we'll be going to White 2 tomorrow. This admittedly is really discouraging. I'm not really sure how to process it. But yeah, I guess this playthrough's done. Well, thanks everybody for being here. We'll figure out what we're doing soon. It's probably going to be White 2 tomorrow. I guess. I don't know. I feel weird. I feel weird. I guess I'll go do other things, I guess. And just try and try and process what the hell just happened. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow with something. I hope everyone has a good rest of your day. Keep an eye on the Discord. I'll post updates there. Um, I'll see you guys around. Take care, everybody.